Okay, so it looks like I'm live here. Let's see what it looks like on this side. Let's refresh. Aha, I can see myself. Awesome. Okay, you gotta meet that picture. Okay, let me close that out. Move my screen over here. And this is a test message. Okay, so that's a text message. Okay, it says there are 2 people here. If you are here on the live stream, go ahead and say hi so I can see um, how I can edit and access any comments. Let's see, edit. Okay, so if I wanted to come in, for those of you that might be watching now or watching later, I'm gonna actually speak out loud as I'm doing different things. So if you've never did a YouTube live before, you kind of know what it looks like in the background. So you can edit the description in real time. I'm clicking in the lower right. There's an edit button. So I just made a quick edit and I hit save. I'm also going to see there's also, you can enable live chat, which is what I have enabled here. So I'm not going to cancel that. I have the enable live chat. So I've sent a couple of test messages. One said test, one said welcome everyone. Let's see what comes over here. I can actually click in to see who all the participants are. I can do a pop out, which actually pulls up the chats, very similar to Zoom, and puts it in a different box, which is very helpful to know because I can actually take that box and move it to another screen. Therefore, it's not on the screen, not flashing, and not interrupting me. So that's good to know. It's very much like the Zoom feature. All right, so I can do emojis here. Great. There's other little things that I can do as well. So that's good to know also. All right, let's see what's on the other side. Let me restore the chat. So you can close out of it, which will bring the chat back to your original screen, or you can click restore chat on the original screen and it will bring your pop out back up. Awesome. Okay, anything else over here? Toggle timestamp. I don't know what that is. I don't even know. Oh, toggle the timestamp means to actually put the timestamp on when the comment came through. So basically I said, welcome everyone at 12:16. So if I put the timestamp on, it's actually going to show when that came through. So cool. I'll leave it on just for historical reasons. So now I'm going to come over here to look on the other side. There's nothing that I can click there. It does show you like the thumbs up, and how many people actually like the video. It shows you how many participants are here. There's a little button in the corner that says send feedback. So when I press that button, it just says have any feedback. We love to hear it. Include the screenshot if you need to, and then hit send. So this is pretty simple to use. I actually want to, before I start talking, see what it looks like from my cell phone. So let me pull up my YouTube page here. Except this is it's not hidden, but it's not public, it's unlisted. So let me actually go to my channel and see what I see from the audience view. And let me not go through there because I'm actually signed in. Let me go through my Safari, YouTube. No, that's not what I want to do. Subscription. Inspirations. Remember Health Academy. Yes. Okay, so I can't see where I'm going live from here, but it could be because I have it on unlisted. I'm not for sure, but I'm just practicing. So I definitely won't have it on unlisted when I do this for real. So now that I have, I guess, figured out what this looks like and what it entails, I'll go ahead and start a quick message. So, hi everyone. Hope everybody is doing well and having a great day today. Hopefully, you know me if you're watching this video from this channel. But if you don't know me, my name is Quisha Umemba. I am the CEO and founder of Umemba Health LLC. I am a registered nurse. I have a background in public health. I'm a diabetes educator and a certified community health worker instructor. And here recently, the last year or so, I'm also a small business owner, entrepreneur, nursepreneur, infopreneur, edupreneur, and a whole bunch of other hats that I wear, as well as being a wife and a mom, and still a full-time employee, believe it or not. I also am co-founder of a nonprofit called Diversity in Diabetes that was launched in August of last year. So I want to give a shout out to my team, Barry, Casey. I co-founded the CHW Mentorship Network with a good colleague of mine. Her name is Elisa Howard of Minority Health Consultants. I want to give a shout out to her as well. And of course, I want to give a shout out to my wonderful team, my instructors and public health consultants that have just been with me for the last couple of weeks. But Farhana Khan, hi, hope you're doing well as Devonna McCarthy. So glad to have you all on board with Umemba Health Academy. So I am almost 1 year older at the end of this week. And as with every year, whenever there's a really special occasion, be it, New Year's or children's birthday, husband's birthday, or my birthday, I start reflecting on how far I've come in life and things that I've accomplished and things that I still haven't accomplished that I need to accomplish. And so I was doing a lot of reflecting over the last couple of days, and also talking to clients and mentees that I spend time working with, just about some of the things that I've accomplished in my life, and it's not been without being scared or fearful. But I made some quick notes and I thought, you know what, this is a message that I'm sure a lot of people need to hear. So I wanted to use this opportunity not only to practice going live on YouTube and seeing what this looks like. So I'm going to actually be deploying some live sessions during the week of the virtual CHW Summit. But I also wanted to use this as an opportunity to actually just put some nuggets, share some gems that I've learned along the way, and maybe hopefully provide some inspiration and some encouragement and motivation for those of you that are sitting on a dream. So I really want to pull up my notes here to make sure I don't forget anything, and just tell you some things that I wish someone would have told me a long time ago, or things that I've just learned along the way. So first things first, I really want you, I'm speaking to you. If you're watching this, I'm speaking to you. I really want you to stop sitting on your dream, because the world is waiting on what you have to offer. Many of you have a dream, you have a vision, there's a career path, you've got a nonprofit idea, you've got some services and products or ideas about services or products that you think will be beneficial to someone, to family members, to friends, to loved ones, to the world in general. But you're sitting on those ideas because, maybe you don't feel confident that you are the right person to carry out that vision. Maybe you don't feel like you have all of the resources. Maybe you don't feel like you have all the supporters. Maybe you don't feel like you have everything, right? You're waiting on the perfect opportunity for the stars to align. And guess what? It's never going to align. There's never going to be a perfect time for you to do anything ever, 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 ever. Trust me. I've waited almost 40 years. There's never a perfect time to do anything. So I need you to do something for me. I need you to get over yourself, and I need you to stop sitting on your dream, because the world is waiting for what you have to offer. Last year, it was probably November or December, but I got a message in my spirit that said, you're going to give birth this year. And so I knew that didn't mean birth in the physical sense, because my God, I know I was not going to give birth to any kids last year. But I knew that meant I was going to give birth in the spiritual sense. And so there's many of you all that need to give birth. You know you want to give birth. There's something in you that you want to birth, but you're just sitting waiting. You could be like I was, sitting waiting on somebody else to do it. And that's usually what I'll do. Like I'll notice that there are some changes that need to be made. I'll notice that there are some things that need to be done, that could be improved, that could be made better. There are solutions, there are answers to people's problems, but I'll look around and be like, okay, I'm just going to see if somebody else is going to do it. But guess what? Nobody else is going to do it, because that vision, that baby, that idea, it is inside of you and it needs to be birthed by you. So stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for stars to align. It will never be perfect. You will never have 100% of those resources that you think that you need, because you really don't need it. Go ahead and just do it. And not only do it, but do it scared, which is something that I started saying last year that's really resonated with me. You think I like doing this stuff? I don't necessarily like public speaking. I don't necessarily like going live. I don't. I still get a little bit of the butterflies. I still get a little bit of the jitters, but I do it because I'm compelled to do it. I know because I do it because there are people that are watching what I'm doing and affected by it positively. I do it because there are people waiting on the message that I'm going to bring, or waiting on the service that I'm going to offer. I do it because it's much bigger than me. And because I know that I've been, gifted with these talents that have been placed inside of me to do what either other people, aren't going to do or don't have the capacity to do. And the same thing works for you as well. So do what you're called to do. Another thing I want to share with you is stop sharing your vision with people that don't know how to dream. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, right? But sometimes you just got to tell the hard truth. Everybody is not going to understand your dream or your passion or your vision or your work, and it's not for them to understand. And guess what? You don't even need their support. Can I tell you something else? If you have somebody that's hating on your dream or your passion or your business or your job or your career or whatever it is, you ain't popping if you ain't got haters. So take it as motivation. Take it as there's a saying that I heard a couple of weeks ago. I'm trying to think of where I heard it, but it said, your haters are just confused supporters. Your haters are just confused admirers. So if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. Take it as a compliment. Let it be fuel to your fire to take you where you need to get, to take you to the next level, and the vision that you're trying to create. I also want to share with you something that I think has been very beneficial for me. Drown out the noise. So when I first started my business about 14 months ago, and mind you, this is my third attempt at business. First solo, the second time with a partnership with two other women. This is my third attempt at business. One of the things that I did, because I was so gung ho, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this time. The marketing, the finances, the social media, the everything. And so you start following these coaches and consultants and different people that tell you you should be pitching this way. You should be, TikToking and doing social media and going live and doing all the things and sending this many emails, and your emails have to be this long. And it just becomes too much. And for me, it really started making sense and really started clicking for me when I decided to drown out all of the noise and really be authentic to myself and to my personality and what worked for me. So drown out the noise, especially the naysayers, and do what you feel you are being called to do, what you feel you are compelled to do. Again, because there are people that are out there waiting on you to birth your dream and provide your service. And while we're on the topic of naysayers, let me also say, let me get some water because this is getting good. It's probably getting long, but it's getting good. I've been sitting on this and I know somebody needs to hear this. I don't think he's supposed to do that in a live, but I don't play by anybody's rules. That's part of the message that I'm trying to tell you. And I think that once you get that bold to where it doesn't matter what the rules are, what people say, what the latest social media trends or tactics or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You just do you and be true to you, and it will all come together. So like I was saying, speaking of the naysayers, one of the things that you have to do if you want to get to the next level, and if you really want to be intentional, you really mean business, you're really serious about, implementing that new business, or starting that nonprofit, or getting that degree or that certification, is you really have to prioritize the people in your life that are pouring into you. If they're not pouring into you, if they're taking away from you, if being around them pulls you down, drags you down physically, mentally, and emotionally, exhausts you, don't make them a priority. They don't get any of your time, because where you're trying to go, you're going to have to leave some people behind to get to that point. Not always, not 100%, but honestly, if you're trying to get to a different level of your life, if you have this dream that you're trying to birth, you need to be around people that are going to be able to support you. It's like a woman giving birth, having a midwife there, right? Having the partner there. You need people that are going to be able to and help you push that baby out. So really get rid of those naysayers and prioritize people that are pouring back into you. If they're not, then they don't get the time. Lose the need and desire to want to be perfect, because being perfect is not achievable. You as a professional, you personally and you professionally, you should always be in a consistent phase of research and development. So anybody that's worked for me before knows that I do what's called 90-day trials. We're going to try it this way for 90 days. If it doesn't work, we're going to revise our workflow. We're going to try it that way for 90 days. Guess what? If that doesn't work, we're going to revise our process. You should be consistently evolving and improving personally and professional. Your products, your services, whatever it is that you do, should be continuously improving and evolving. Let's see what else I have on here. So people are usually shocked or surprised by what I've been able to accomplish in just a short amount of time. Just little old me, no money, no resources, just YouTube and a dream. But I will say that one of the things that I did when I decided that I was going to be intentional about becoming a business owner, about becoming an entrepreneur, about creating my lane, is that one, the comfort zone was overrated. So if it did something that scared the crap out of me, chances are it meant that I needed to be doing it. And so I implore you today, if you're listening to this message, if you've been sitting on that dream, that idea, if you're wanting to take either your personal or your professional career to the next level, don't get comfortable. As a matter of fact, if you're going to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Get over yourself and your imperfections and your insecurities. I hate the way that I talk when I hear myself sound. I'm like, oh, don't nobody want to hear that country girl from Arkansas. I hate it. But at the same time, people resonate with it because I'm being my authentic self. I don't like public speaking, and I have teeth missing. It stopped me from public speaking for a very long time. But guess what? I can finally afford to go get me a partial that I'm getting later this week. And I'm still talking. I'm still speaking to people. I'm still making a difference. And it has not shut my mouth one bit. So I want you to just be encouraged, be motivated that there is a dream or a vision that's been placed inside of you for a reason. Yes, there are going to be people that don't get it. Yes, there are going to be naysayers. Yes, there are going to be people that are going to talk you out of it. But guess what? As long as you stay true to yourself, as long as you're comfortable with being uncomfortable, as long as you're comfortable with the stretch and with growing, as long as you be authentic and do what works for you, then you are going to make it. So I encourage you to stay encouraged, to be motivated. If I can do it, you can do it. And guess what? We are going to do this thing together. So thank you for spending your time with me. If you're watching this on replay, please say hi and thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to find out more information about Umemba Health, which is a public health education and consulting agency, please visit our website at www.umembahealth.com. Have a great lunch, a great rest of your week, and a great month. Take care. Bye-bye.